We are live. Welcome to this week's Comedy Hall and Roundtable discussion. Tonight, our panel includes the esteemed Antonio Coleman, Larry here, Xavier Randall, myself, Matt Odom, and Al will be joining us shortly. Tonight, I am broadcast from my brother's basement. So let's get things off the road. And we're gonna do our top 10 list early this week. All right. So our top 10 this week is top 10 side scroll beat 'em up. Who would like to go first tonight, fellas? All right, what's it? TC, you say you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and fire it up, man.
Fire it up then.
All right, man. We're starting out number 10, going Golden Axe, classic, old game. Number 9, Kung Fu Master, in the old Nintendo days.
I forgot about Kung Fu Master.
Bad Dudes.
Oh, yeah.
The game I could never beat. Renegade. I don't know if y'all remember Renegade, man. That was a tough game. Couldn't beat that either.
Yep.
Number 6, River City Rampage. Number 5, Streets of Rage, the first one. I still like the first one, even though the second one had cooler characters, but I still like the classic one first. Number 4, and this was a tough one to put at 4, was Alien vs. Predator arcade game. The one where you go into the big machine. Yeah. When you went to the machine, you had the 4 where you could pick the human or the predator. And then number 3 would be the first Double Dragon. Number 2 is Double Dragon 2. I love that one. Just because you can play with 2 players on that one on the home console. And then my number 1, man, is gonna be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. That's my number 1 because I played that one. I really can't even tell you how many times I beat that game.
Which one? 2 or 4?
The second. The first, that was the one. The first one, the arcade game. It came with the Pizza Hut coupon.
Yeah.
In the box, that one. That's the one.
Yeah. That's pretty good list, man. All right, well, I'll follow up then. I'll follow up suit with this here. Number 10. The Punisher. Number 9. And I'm going to put number 9 on here, and you will not believe this, but Tony is my witness. I started playing this game the other night. And never heard of it. And I was like, man, this is a good game. Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Beat 'em up. Number 8, River City Ransom. Number 7, Golden Axe 2. Number 6, Bad Dude. Number 5, The Simpsons. The arcade game. Number 4, X-Men, the arcade game. Number 3 is a tie between Firefight and Streets of Rage 2. Number 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. And number 1 is the Golden Classic, Double Dragon. Just because I like going to the forest so I can hear it.
The arcade version or the home version?
Now, I'm not talking about the Nintendo port. I'm talking about the actual arcade.
Right, arcade all the way.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Not the trade with NES home port. That was not Double Dragon. The only cool thing about the game was they had like a fighting mode. Where you get the characters to fight each other.
Hey, man, you know that classic intro where they pull up and then they kidnap the girl, Bobo, and they walk off.
All right. Larry?
All right. Mine's in no particular order. But number 10 is Altered Beast. Number 9, Bad Dudes. Number 8, Moonwalker, the arcade game. Number 7, Captain America and the Avengers, the arcade game.
That game was hard as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Turtles in Time would be next. The Simpsons, the arcade game. X-Men, the arcade game. Double Dragon. Streets of Rage. And my number 1 was Final Fight.
Xavier?
My number 10 was Streets of Rage 3. Number 9 was Altered Beast. Number 8 was Golden Axe. Number 7 was Maximum Carnage. My number 6 was
beat that.
Me neither. Me neither. My number 6 was Kung Fu Master. Number 5 was Bad Dudes. Number 4 was Final Fight. Number 3 was Double Dragon. My number 2 was Streets of Rage 2. And my number 1 was Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
Turtles in Time.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with either Ninja Turtles arcade or Turtles in Time. I mean, when they had that whole animation where you could throw them to the screen.
Yeah.
That was
Y'all mute.
Matt, check your mic.
Yeah, I'm sorry, fellas.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next segment. And we're going to kind of freestyle things tonight. We haven't done that in a while. But this is one of those weeks. What is going on that we need to know about in the comic world, my friend?
I mean, you got a lot of stuff coming up, man, that you want to probably look out for. I mean, man, you discussed the other day, man, that pretty much right now the hottest thing going from Marvel is the whole Weapon X and X-23. Anything related to those two is going to be pretty much fire at this point. And then the next thing, which they just now starting to promote it, is the Walking Dead tribute covers are coming up now from Image. So if you're looking out for those, they already starting to get the pre-orders done and everything else like that, trying to get everybody to get it. And then the next thing is the Marvel Legends #1. I just actually got an email on that one a couple hours ago with like the old prehistoric characters and stuff like that. So I mean, that's gonna be interesting to see because I mean, you see Ghost Rider on a flaming woolly mammoth. That's gonna be interesting to see, man.
Flaming Black Dragon, huh?
Yeah. So we've got the Punisher. Speak on it. I hadn't had a chance to watch it. I saw you post. I've seen it posted in our other group on Facebook. The Punisher trailer. So I mean, what's your thoughts on it? I just saw you say micro.
I mean, they're really being kind of cryptic about it. They even said it themselves that they just releasing like small little tidbits about it. I did see that they are going to be it's going to be 13 episodes, so we're going to get a full season of it. But they still haven't announced a date. They just say in the fall for right now. But I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm waiting to see what they're going to do.
Yeah, you know, if you go back, for those who watch our show, you'll see about this time last year, I was specking that microchip was probably going to be effective on the show, and the screenshot of the trailer that it's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen the trailer, so I don't know. But just looking at the screenshot, him in the wall.
Entertainment Weekly, they actually show pictures of the guy who's going to be playing it. So
okay, all right. So
they got pictures of it. They're going to be going from where I understand it. The story is going to be going basically deeper into the people as far as the gangsters and stuff like that in the city that he's going to be going after. And then they've also rumored that someone's going to be actually chasing the Punisher himself, which everybody is thinking is just going to be Jigsaw that's going to be doing it. So, but they haven't said anything about who's going to be chasing him, but they did say that somebody will be hunting him down.
Yeah, that makes sense considering that they're going to probably delve back. They're going to probably go back into his Vietnam
history in his past. Yeah,
Vietnam. So that would make good sense. Dragon Ball Z beta. Has anybody had a chance to play the Dragon Ball Z beta?
It starts. No, it ain't started yet. It starts this weekend.
Okay. You sure? Because I thought I saw Brock had
Somebody,
it on it.
yeah, somebody had it on their console.
He had the beta invite. You can go ahead. Once you get the invite, you can go ahead and download it. But the beta doesn't start until Saturday.
Okay.
It's just this weekend, and that's it.
So it's the sign up too late for it now for those who are interested.
I mean, you can still do it because they're gonna do another beta. So I mean, I would still put my name in the hat just to maybe get a luck of the draw on it.
And if a person is interested in doing that, what do they need to do?
You can do it on the Bandai Namco website. They even have it on their Facebook page for the Dragon Ball Z fighters. Or you can go ahead and sign up on their Facebook page, either one. You just sign up, you'll get confirmation of it, and you're good to go.
All right. Well, today for the resident X-Men fan that's sitting right across from me here at the table tonight, New Mutants has wrapped on production, which I would say that's a damn ominous sign, considering that New Mutants is wrapped that quick. So I don't have any high hopes for this. You know, I said this before, and I know he's going to eat me about it. I said I had no high hopes for Logan, and it turned out I enjoyed it. So I'm going to defer to Larry on this one. So Larry, I want to let you talk about this New Mutants movie. This is all you, my friend.
Well, man, the New Mutants movie, it don't like it's going to be too bad, but they kind of threw me when they said it's going to be a horror-based movie. And I was like, even I can't take up for that one. So we just going to wait and see on that one. I don't have any with a horror-based Marvel movie. I don't even know where to start with that one. So I can't even. I can't say yay, nay, maybe so. I have to see. I gotta wait till the film. I gotta wait till the footage rolls out before I can even speculate on that.
Xavier?
No, I'm not interested in this. When you have such a good, like you said, Logan, we were all proven wrong with the exception of Larry. Larry was behind it from the get-go. You know, you had Deadpool, then Logan, and you go to this, and then you start talking about Dark Phoenix again. So they just going back to their old ways until to Deadpool 2 come out. So I have zero hopes and wishes and dreams or whatever you want to say about this movie. I'm just gonna wait for Deadpool 2.
Antonio.
To me, it's a wait and see, man. Because I mean, I hear a lot of rumors about it, and I hear that maybe it's gonna be Cable and Deadpool that's supposed to be leading the New Mutants. So, I mean, yeah, just to say that out loud is really kind of a weird thing itself. But I don't think that Josh Brolin or Ryan Reynolds would let it be a bad movie if they were going to put their name on it.
Right.
I think they would actually say, you know what, it's either going to be good or we're just not going. I'm not going to put my name and be associated with it. I'll just pick on it in Deadpool 3 and trash it in that. But
well, I think Fox got something going on if they can manage it, because they got the X-Force spinoff. You got New Mutants, you got Deadpool, you got Cable. So if they can actually keep the continuity together and have some good production value, they got their own little universe, man, that they can spin off of it anytime they want to.
They could. You're right, and they can go in a whole new direction instead of going back to the same old Xavier and
right.
Magneto and Beast and whoever else, and they can actually introduce the actual New Mutants to people who hadn't seen them before.
The next thing we're going to talk about, and Al is going to join us momentarily, so hopefully I'll be right on this here. But the segment that I wanted to bring up is second print becoming the new first print? I don't know if anyone's paid attention. I don't know if any of our viewers have paid attention, but I've noticed the trend here the last 6 months. And that is that second print books to go up in price at the point of what like a 110 ratio variant. We got the what's all new Wolverine that went to was it the one that just went to second print?
Yeah.
That and it sold out in like the first couple of days.
Yeah, the Generations.
Yeah, the Generations. Yeah, sold out. Another second print book that came out recently that sold out. I think it was on the DC side. Okay. But there's several books that have been out. I mean, Venomverse #1 is going to second print, selling like hotcakes. So, what the question I want to pose to the panel is: do you believe that this is a trend, or do you think that now this is becoming? We're kind of like doing the reverse variant thing here, and now second print book, certain books have become more in demand than the actual variants themselves. Variants are still available in some of these books, but the second print is flying off the shelf. If that makes any sense.
I think, man, with the second printings, it's just art. Let's be honest. Artwork right now is selling a lot of books,
Right.
and if you got a second printing with heavy artwork and limited print run, yeah, it could be just as valuable as a first printing. So I think it could become a trend. I don't think it has yet, but I think they're testing the waters on it to see how it goes. I mean, you also got some second printers from back in the day that all they did was change the color of the title,
Right,
stuff like that, and those books kind of have a little value to them. So,
TC.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think they. I agree with Larry. I mean, I don't think it's like something that's caught on fire yet, but they are definitely they're trying to do it. I mean, a lot of these comics they are going to a second print, and they like he said, some of them they're changing the artwork, some of them they're changing up the color. I mean, which one was it where Batman proposed to Catwoman?
Yeah,
Was
it
that
changed to a deep? The original was a deep blood red, and then the other one was
yeah.
24.
they
Yeah,
went to like
so I mean,
they went to like 4. They had like 4 printings, didn't they?
Right.
yeah, there's 4 printings of it. Yeah,
Within 2 weeks.
yeah, there's 4 printings of it. So I mean, something like that.
Technically
That's
5.
rare. Well, yeah, if you go to
Because I got the San Diego Comic Con version.
yeah, I was gonna say. But I mean, yeah, I think it's something that they're trying to push on there for it. There's a lot of things gonna factor into it. It's gonna do like I said, it's gonna factor in with the artwork and the artist that's gonna be doing it. Sometimes they might get a more popular artist for the second go around than they did for the first go around. And then if, like you said, if they cut back on how many they're gonna print, then that's definitely gonna drive the value up on it.
Xavier, would you like to chime on this? On this?
I mean, the only thing I really wanted to chime in on was I think a lot of times they're doing it just to get people to buy more. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these, there are some titles that have gone second printing, in my opinion, way too soon. You know what I'm saying? And like the story behind them, they're not even that great to justify why it's being a second printing on it. Whether it's Marvel, DC, Image, whoever, you know what I mean? But I that's just my opinion. You know, I think they're just doing this to get more money, just to drive up the value of the first printing.
Yeah.
Well, Will had said, man, that Generations from Diamond, he said, all those are sold out from Diamond. Like every last single one of them right now is sold out from Diamond. He was like, the only thing that you really can get from Diamond is a second printing. He said you have to go different places to find, of course, the first printing. But yeah, he said all those are sold out from Diamond.
Well, I mean, it kind of goes back to what you said when we started the segment, is that a lot of this is down to artwork. Tony, what book was that might even be this one, I think. This to kind of give you a peek into my haul for this week. Not that it's much, but
The Black Panther with Storm.
yeah, I cannot remember who the artist was. It was one of these variants, man, that just went out the roof. It may have been on the DC side. Matter of fact, it was on the DC side. It was the art gen. Supergirl.
Girl.
Yeah, and that variant, well, it was a B cover variant, flew off the shelves, and I think there was a second print that he did, and I might be wrong on that, but I believe it is, and it flew off the shelf. So it kind of goes back down to what Larry said. It's the artist. I think it's a combination of factors: the character, the importance of the book, and the artist. And I think that, like I said, I believe now that I actually kind of like second print being more in demand than just having the 5 variants, because you're able to still kind of capitalize on what the market price of the actual book is. Yeah. You know, if it's a $3.99 book, you're still able to get that book. It's kind of like the old poaching. You're able to get it, you know, if you're a stealth buy before people realize.
My friend. Now you know if like you said, if this becomes a trend like the variants, you know that's what's gonna happen. You know, all the second print is gonna turn to variants. Before you know it, the second printing gonna come out like you saying that Generations of Wolverine online right now. That book is through the roof, man. If you can find it anywhere, and before you know it, the store is gonna get it, and they're gonna pick which book's gonna be in high demand. Before you know it, you're gonna walk in, you're gonna see a $10 sticker on it.
Yep.
And it's like, wow.
Al, thank you for joining us tonight, my friend. And the hell is that you got on your head?
That hook fan.
Yeah, man. Al, we're talking about the name of this segment is second print, the new first print. And we're just discussing how second print books are becoming now high in demand. What are your thoughts on that, my friend?
Well, my apologies for being late. I had some things I had to do. I had to save the world. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I'm taking my pimp hat off short. I just felt like wearing it. To be honest with you, man, I just think, man, personally, I think it's just people being late to the dance. You know, I mean, give you an example. You know, you sent the message this morning by heading over to Comics Plus when they open. You know, diehard comic book readers and collectors, they're going to get their stuff when they going to get it. You know what I'm saying? I think what it is a mixture of a lot of stuff. I think it's, for one, hype over a particular book. Another thing I think is the print run. You know, I never really understood why you had like a variant. I understand the concept of having a variant a B cover when you release the A cover, because of course you're trying to give other artists a chance to shine. But me personally, man, I normally go for the A cover unless that B cover just wows me. Like if the B cover wows me, then, you know, like for example, some of the earlier issues of Flash, when they brought out Godspeed, shoot, the B cover looked better than the A cover.
Yeah.
So, you know, going back to what Larry mentioned, a lot of it has to do with the artist. And I think the hotter the artist, in most cases, the demand for that particular book is going to be greater. At the end of the day, I guess it's good for the companies because they're making more money if the first print is running out and then the variants are running out and they keep making reprints. Then, you know, they're meeting their bottom line. But you gotta ask the question: are people buying this book because it's a good story, or are they buying the book because it's a good cover, or what? You know, like I said, I prefer A covers because, you know, I like to keep my stuff in continuity. I guess I'm just OCD-ish like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about what your preferences are. You know, I know some cats, they collect B covers straight up, you know, for a whole series if they're available. So, you know, like I said, I guess it's up to personal preference and the law of supply and demand, I guess.
All right, and you know, we discussed earlier, and just trying to give you an opportunity to speak on this. I know you're excited about this. There's New Mutants has wrapped production.
I really don't want to speak on it, to be honest with you, man, because I mean, y'all already know, man. I'm not gonna get on here and speak. You know, Larry gave us some really kind words, and he was trying to be politically correct, and I appreciate that, Larry, and I respect that. But I'm not gonna get on here and bash the New Mutants. I'm basically gonna see. We'll see how it goes. Did y'all see the logo for the movie? They dropped a teaser for the logo, and it's got blood on it. Like, I'm okay, whatever. Being a lifelong fan of the New Mutants, man. Having every issue in the first volume, 2 copies of '98, 3 copies of '87, and a couple of copies of issue 100. I ain't gonna say I'm excited about it, man. I mean, I think that they could have done a lot better with choosing the context. I mean, the Demon Bear Saga was an earlier story in the New Mutants book, around maybe issue 12, 13, 14, which was a good story. Now, we'll give it this much. If they do it and if they follow the story in the comic book, then I'll give it a chance. If they don't, I'm going to trash it like I do everything else they brought up. Except for Logan and Deadpool. So I'm not gonna say nothing bad about it. I just hope, one thing I do hope, because they're saying even though it's going to be a horror aspect to the movie, it's going to be a PG-13 rating, and I can kind of see that because you're dealing with teenagers, because the New Mutants are like adolescents, teenagers. So I can see that. But what I don't want this movie to be campy, and I don't want them to make all them, look goofy. Because some of my favorite mutants are in the New Mutants. Cannonball and Sunspot are 2 of my favorite characters. So I hope that they do them justice and don't make them look stupid in the long run, trying to make some money. You know what I'm saying? So, just waiting for them bandwagon fans to jump on. That's all. I'm done.
All right, and what is your top 10 side scrolling beat 'em up?
My side scroll, man, I had an opportunity. I will tell you this: I was listening to the broadcast, and now one of y'all said Sunset Riders.
Oh wow!
I totally forgot about Sunset Riders, man. That's why I totally forgot about
I count that as a shooter, man.
Sunset Riders.
I don't really count that as a beat 'em up.
Ooh,
that's a side scroller. How's that a beat 'em up? TC, explain. Hold up, I gotta take the film pad off of that.
I mean, to me, it played more like it wasn't necessarily like a traditional beat 'em up. That's what I would say. It's not like your Final Fight or like your Streets of Rage or something like that.
But they still was on the same line as the Simpsons, though. If you think about it, because Konami made Sunset Riders, they made the Simpsons, they made the Ninja Turtles, Lost in Time. That was during that time where Konami couldn't do no wrong. Yep. Y'all forgot not Commando, but Mercs. Y'all remember Mercs?
Yeah.
Capcom made Mercs. Y'all quiet. Y'all don't remember Mercs?
Yeah, I remember Mercs.
It was a 3-player game. Capcom made it, and okay. Well, no, I remember Nart. But y'all pretty much named the ones that I will put on my list. Sunset Riders will be on there. The Simpsons, that was an insanely fun game.
Yes.
X-Men, that big 6-player cabinet, man. One of these days, I'm gonna have that sucker. But yeah, I would have to say that would be my number one, because you playing that with 6 people, man. You felt like the X-Men for real, like
right. You had the squad up there.
You had to have 6 people to beat it.
Yeah,
right. You had, man. That was in that particular era, man. That was kind of like the pinnacle of video game. Like if you needed to play one game, it was to say that you were an official video arcade goer. That X-Men arcade cabinet, not because they had smaller ones, but that 6-player one was the one that was what we call the holy grail of arcade games back then.
Yeah.
So
they actually had a 2-player one. They had a 4-player one, and they had a 6-player.
And the 6-player one, and then Lance Castle Timeout was lucky enough to get the 6-player one.
6-player one, yep.
And I remember when they brought that sucker down there, man. I played that game like after work for about an hour by myself. I wish I could have brought it home, but that would have been grand self. But
All right.
Yeah, man. Battletoads. Hold on, Battletoads.
I thought about Battletoad, man.
Which one now? You talking arcade or you talking about the home port?
I'm talking about the arcade because that home console, man, that was of the devil.
Right.
I can't understand how they could figure a 7, 8-year-old could beat that game,
that
man.
Jet ski level?
That was torture. What?
That jet ski level, man, was like,
God, ridiculous. And to this very day, I would not play that game. Even though it was a fun game, I wouldn't play that game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But y'all nailed everything on the head, man.
All right, so we'll go ahead and pick back up here. Yesterday, it was announced that J.J. Abrams will be directing the new Star Wars, not the one coming out this year, but the one that's
episode 9.
Pushed back to episode 9, which has been pushed back to 2019. Thoughts on J.J. Abrams taking over Star Wars, Miss Larry?
Taking back over?
Well, not taking back over, taking over. Excuse me, taking back.
I'm not a Star Wars fan, man, but J.J. Abrams is one of those people who can take a franchise and do pretty well with it. So I think it's a good look for them. But like I said, I'm not a big Star Wars fan myself, so never been able to get into it.
Antonio.
I mean, I like it. I mean, he's done. Like Larry said, I mean, anything he's touched pretty much at this point has been relatively good. So it's pretty much one of those things where if Disney let him do what he wants to do as far as like his vision and everything else, I mean, I have confidence in it. I just don't hope they oversaturate the whole Star Wars thing at this point.
Yeah, I actually think them pushing it back to 2019 is a good thing, considering that you get a year off and then it comes back versus another year of Star Wars movies coming out. So that would kind of give everybody a little Star Wars fatigue.
But I mean, they're working on other projects for it, so we may not get a Star Wars like a traditional trilogy on it, but it may be like another backstory on there for it. So
yeah,
that could always happen.
Al, your thoughts on Mr. April taking over? Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm cool with J.J. Abrams, but it's kind of like him and Josh Whedon is taking over all the pop culture, like the highly anticipated stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they're playing human checkers almost. J.J. Abrams has proven himself to be a pretty good director, man. I didn't like a lot of his earlier stuff. That Cloverfield, he could have kept that. Movies have been really good, especially the last one. It was really good. So I think they picked the right dude. I hope that they, y'all mentioned that they don't oversaturate, because they're supposed to be doing a prequel to Han Solo's life, and they got a couple other projects in the mix. But moving into 2019 is a good look. I just hope they do it right, But yeah, I think for the most part, if you're gonna pick somebody to take over for a science fiction flick of that magnitude, that type of property, I think J.J. Abrams would have been a good pick. So,
Xavier?
I mean, to me, it's. I'm not gonna say that I'm excited that they brought him, that they got him to do it, because he did Episode 7. He did The Force Awakens, and I enjoyed that movie. The only reason that he stepped away was because he wanted to spend some time with his family. Because he was originally supposed to do 7, 8, and 9. But I'm glad that they brought somebody back that is familiar with the franchise. The only thing that I'm quote unquote against is having the same director for Star Trek and Star Wars, being that you have so many debates between which one is better. But as far as Star Wars bringing him back, I think they put it back in the right hands. I like what he did with Kylo Ren. I didn't like Rey and Force Awakens, but I like what he did with bringing it back and bringing everybody back to the seats and making Star Wars more relevant than it already was.
Yeah, I think it was a good pickup personally. J.J. Abrams in that role. I mean, like you said, I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. I watched it the other day, as a matter of fact. So I'm interested to see exactly what he has in store. That remains to be seen. Now, I know this next topic, everyone hadn't had a chance to go see it. I have not seen it yet, but I do know that Larry and Xavier have seen it. And we'll start with y'all. We'll let you two speak on it. TC, have you seen it, man?
No, I hadn't seen it yet.
Are you going to see it?
You know, man, to be honest with you, I probably won't go see it in the theater. I'm just going to be honest with you about it. Probably won't see it in the theater. I mean, I do want to see it, but
right.
I'm not going theater money for it.
You can go to a matinee.
Xavier? It's all the floor is you and Larry.
So it was a good movie, but this is what I've been telling everybody. I told Larry, I told you, I said in our group. In order for you to enjoy this movie, you had to basically forget about the original movie from the 90s. They, without telling you all the movie, they took bits and pieces from that and put it into this one, but it is a different vision of it. So I'm gonna do what Larry says. You have to go in with an open mind, because that'll be the only way that you'll really enjoy this. If you go in thinking that it's going to be just like it with Tim Curry, you're going to be disappointed in the movie. If you go in with an open mind, you're going to thoroughly enjoy it. Can you hear me?
Sound like Roger Troutman.
Hey, man, chill out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Computer love.
But if you go in with an open mind, you're going to thoroughly enjoy this movie. I mean, I love what's his name, Skarsgård. I love him as Pennywise. He had a fresh little take on it. He did not try to be Tim Curry, and that's what made me enjoy him being Pennywise.
I think, man, it's you'd be surprised talking to these people how many people don't know it is a remake, or they don't know that it's a character from 30 years ago.
Right.
So I think the movie itself is a fresh introduction for Pennywise to a new generation in 2017. For people like X said, for people going in expecting to see the one from '86, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get some of, like he said, you're gonna get some of the scenes. Some of the scenes they took actually like verbatim. They took exactly like the beginning of it, but the rest of it is kind of like he said, is the directors and the guy who played Pennywise is their own take on him. And to be honest, I think it's a fresh horror movie. It's a fresh take on a horror movie for 2017. I enjoyed it. I would probably give it a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. But you can't compare it to what it was in '86, because that messed up a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Back then, we all float down here.
I didn't finish watching it until probably about 4 years ago.
Yeah, man.
That's a rough movie, man.
You got a climb the sewer talking about we all float down here. So you don't want to see that. But I enjoyed it. Hey, Georgie.
Hey, Georgie.
So, with that, we're going to move into the Flash trailer has debuted. I don't think I kind of had that on there beforehand. I thought somebody on the panel would have seen it, but nobody's seen it, so we'll have to hold that until next go around, which we're about actually a couple of weeks away from the debut of
about a month.
About a month. Yeah.
For the Flash.
Yeah.
I just watched the trailer. I mean,
and
it really didn't show. It didn't show too much. I saw the samurai, the cyber samurai in the trailer.
The samurai.
Yeah. Then you saw Larry with the not Larry. Excuse me. You saw Barry.
You saw. I got the Speed Force now, man.
I was like, wait a minute.
You saw Barry with the lightning in his eyes. So I mean, I really don't know about the next season. I mean, I hope they take the training wheels off Flash, man. I really do, and let him actually run instead of holding him back like they've been doing. But I mean, it's pretty much a wait and see at this point, man. But the training wheels need to come off.
The training wheels need to come off, bro.
They do, man. They do.
It's time for the ring. Is it time for the ring?
Yeah. It's time to let him go, man. Show what the
true about that ring for 4 seasons
what
now.
the true. Hey, they promised it. They promised it, and then it's just like they just went away with it altogether.
That's because of Flashpoint, man.
No.
Cisco don't remember talking to Wells about it.
Barry still remembers seeing it. He saw it. So he knows it exists.
All right, and Dave. Let me get this right. Make sure I get the right name here. Dave Callahan is now the co-writer of the upcoming Wonder Woman 2 movie. Now, for those who don't know, Dave Callahan is the one of the writers for Expendables, the first one. Which I preface that quick. First one. So I don't know what that means for Wonder Woman 2. Man, I just hope they don't botch it up. Considering it's already good. You know, we don't need anyone meddling with something that's good already. So that is that piece of news. Would anyone like to comment on that before we move on?
I don't see anything good coming out of that, man. I think you should have left everything how it was and kept going.
Yeah.
You say the writers of the Expendables is writing what?
He's co-writing for Wonder Woman 2.
The writers of the Expendables is co-writing what? Yeah, I'm not excited about that.
Wonder Woman 2.
Who writes Expendables for the plot?
Right, exactly. Expendables is senseless killing.
Right. But hey, I know you ain't been in the movie in a long time. Come on, join in, bro. Okay, cool. Kill. Man, they made a huge leap in signing Patty Jenkins back as a director and co-writing it, and then you sign this clown to co-write it with her. I'm sorry. Y'all go next.
And finally, on tonight's panel, we are less than a week away from the game that Larry is so excited for. He is chomping at the bits. I mean, he has the super deluxe bundle already there, ready to go. Overall versus Crackcom. Next week, Larry, speak on it, my friend.
Well, you know, I'm only going to buy it, man, because I'm a huge Marvel fan. I like to see the characters, man. But as far as the game, I think it's going to be a decent game. I do. I mean, I know you guys are. Now, I can't speak on the DLC. You know, you having to buy the extra 30 characters. You know, we know Capcom's model by now. So, but I think it's going to be a decent game. And you guys going to end up with it. So stop fronting. I catch y'all online.
Yeah,
It's free.
I'll get it when the
If you buy from me.
Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact,
yeah.
I will play your copy of it for you.
Yeah.
Well, you excited for it, my friend?
Don't be
You know what, man? Let me tell y'all, man. I saw an article today on the 4 unnamed DLC characters that's coming. Supposedly, rumor mill, and they haven't been wrong yet. So we know we're gonna get Sigma, and we know we're gonna get Black Panther. That's the 2 of the 6. The other 4 is supposedly it's gonna be one of the fighters from Monster Hunter. It's gonna be Gil from Street Fighter Third Strike, which he's supposed to keep his resurrection ability. And then Winter Soldier and Venom.
So they just putting Jason in the game?
Pretty much.
Jason from MKX? Oh,
So
man.
Sigma's supposed to play like Mega Man X or X2. And then the rumor is, which I really hope this is not true, is that Black Panther's going to play like Sabretooth from the old game.
Oh no.
Birdie!
Oh no.
Oh, man.
They're gonna sell you the stage. You know they got the stages they're gonna sell you. So one of the stages they already mentioned is gonna be called Asteroid S Throne of the Four Gods, which combines Magneto's Asteroid M from the old game and the Shadaloo headquarters combined in one stage together. They're gonna sell you that too.
But Magneto ain't in the game.
That's correct. There's no X-Men, no X-Men in the game. Now, also, if you decide you're going to pre-order Spider-Man Homecoming, you get a free Iron Spider skin for Spider-Man in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So, the money is already starting. They're getting it lined up. Start flowing in the DLC money. $1 after the other. It's going to keep coming in. Just get ready.
Hey man, they get that passive income.
Yeah.
Passive income.
Yeah, you're gonna buy the season 1 pass and season 2 pass and all the way up to season 5. Once they give you like 50 characters out of
32.
it.
It's gonna be 32 seasons.
All right, I'll go ahead.
I'm not really. Our last show I went off. I'm not in a position, man, to where I'm giving that game much thought. I'm just hoping that I get the beta for Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That's what I'm hoping. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Larry. When you get it, I come over and play it, but I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. Capcom is not gonna get no more of my money in the realm of fighting games. They could have done, to me personally, they could have done a lot with that game. I understand it's all about marketing. They partnered up with Marvel about this whole initiative, pushing the characters for. And anybody with half a brain can see that, especially on the Marvel side, it's all about pushing these characters with upcoming movies. Captain Marvel, Black Panther. I'm pretty sure along the ways, if they find that there's a particular character that's going to be intertwined some kind of way in these upcoming movies, like Pip Troll, he'll be a DLC character before long. So it to me it's gotten beyond the fan service in reference to the casual gamers like us, and more or less to try to appease to a wider audience, which I can't fault Marvel or Capcom for, but we all know that their video games in the past have spoken for themselves. Before all the glitz and glamour, we all bought Capcom games. Like I said in the previous show, I've gotten games like Project Justice and Rival Schools, and most games a lot of folks don't even remember. But at the end of the day, they pretty much lining it up. I've read somewhere that they're going to have premium colors or something, the premium skins eventually that you're going to buy or purchase. I mean, that's ridiculous, man, for a video game, for a fighting game at that. I'm not getting it, man. I'm going to tell you something. Even though that game's coming out on the 19th, there's a greater game coming out September 29th, and that game is called Cuphead. And it's already been pre-ordered.
Yeah, I don't. It's nothing there, man. It's fool's gold. And I hadn't used that in quite a while. But that's what they got. You got
Asteroid S, man. Asteroid S is coming.
I can't do it, man. I'm sorry.
$60 they will.
Can't do it.
Now, I'll get people and Destiny 2, which, by the way, somebody set the world record for beating Raid already. So that's that. Xavier, closing thoughts on Marvel versus Capcom.
Did y'all see that Tim Miller is confirmed to do Terminator 6?
Exactly. Bypass it all the way.
Oh man.
You know, we all have spoken our piece on that game, and no. Oh, did y'all see? Like for real? Did y'all see the picture of Hellboy?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Dude.
Right now.
You look like Ron Perlman.
Hey. Dude, he looks
I mean,
good.
not saying that's a bad thing. He looks good. But they kind of looks like they patterned him after Ron Perlman, though, for real.
I mean, and then if you look at it, though, that dude ain't too far from Ron Perlman himself, though. Like, if somebody broke his nose, if they broke that dude's nose, he look just like Ron Perlman. He looked like an Apache or something.
All right.
Well, Apache Chief.
Yeah.
We're going to go straight balls tonight, and I will go first. This is a world record for me. I've never done it.
He's just a world record.
World record for me. Tonight is a book that almost slipped past me, but I was able to grab it. Walking Dead. So 171. 71.
Did he do face value for it?
I actually got this from online. I wasn't quite sure he was sold out.
Hold up. Let me ask y'all. Hold up.
Yes.
How much is that book going for now?
Which version?
TC?
The one you brought, the one you just put up. Yeah, that one. How much is that going for?
That was going for still regular price on that. The one, that was still going for sticker price on it. The pink alternate one is going for like $70-$80 because it has 7 extra pages of story in it that one doesn't have.
No, well, let me tell you, I will pick this book up, man, if you see it, because the fact that she's on the cover, and we know what happens when a character is introduced on the show and the character is on the cover. It typically drops the book up. I mean, you can grab this at store cost, man.
Yeah.
It's just fine. And next up, Black Panther 17 variant. And that's my haul for the week, folks. I don't believe it.
No slab, no nothing.
No slabs, no nothing.
Well, look, that's only because we couldn't get through the day. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
That's because he ain't at home. No mail call.
I had to put money for New York next month. And I put 2 slabs into that trip. So.
Man, I don't believe that, man.
Yeah.
Where the rest of the books at, Matt? Where they at, brother?
That's it, brother. That is it.
On the way back from CGC.
Look, he didn't pick up his books for the day. That's all, man.
I mean, if I bought a book today, man, it would have been Action Comics. Would have been the Action Comics, but I mean, the system was down at Will's store, so I got to wait till tomorrow to go pick it up. So I set 2 aside, one for me and one for Al. I wasn't quite sure. Is the TC? Did you want one?
Nah, I'm good on it.
All right. So
talking about the lenticular?
No, not the lenticular. The regular. I didn't get the lenticular. I didn't even know it was a lenticular one until I got home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at it in the shop.
Y'all ain't talking about DC. They still doing lenticulars. Y'all went off last week.
DC was doing lenticulars before we started doing it.
We mentioned.
Wait a minute now. Whoa. DC started that, man. Next thing you know, Marvel like, hey, man, we got lenticulars too.
Hold on, and then on top of that, DC only had a certain amount of lenticulars. Now, if I can recall, when they did that button storyline, they only had like what 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 for like the 2
trust
books.
Me, it's more coming.
Yeah, but not every single cover.
Marvel jumped on the bandwagon and took it. They pretty much rolled the legs off the horse.
Marvel ain't pull out. That's what they did.
Hey man, you got.
Oh God!
Right? Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
You gotta
Marvel
do what makes me
full-fledged.
bro.
Hey, man, you know, I ain't cash rules everything around us. Wu-Tang told us that back in '94. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, man, sometimes, you know, when that horse, like Matt said, beat the dead horse, sometimes, I mean, the horse ain't gonna come back to life because you beat it some more. I mean, but hey, to each his own.
Unless she the Night King.
All right, next up, whoever wants to go next.
I believe that's me. Al Rainer, get on the mic for the symphony. I got a few things, man. Wasn't able to pick nothing up this week, but I got some noteworthy stuff. I'm gonna start off with The Walking Dead. I ain't gonna lie, I bought Fear the Princess ×2, and then I bought the variant cover, but it's the blue one.
Yeah.
Instead of the pink one. Hey, TC, does this one have the extra second page, 7 pages, or is it just the pink one?
Just the pink one. That's it.
Oh, God. That sucks.
You gonna get it in 172.
Black Cloud, number 5. This is a pretty good image book. Animosity, The Rise, number 3. Man, I don't know if you're keeping up with these still, man, but it's a good read, bro. Animosity, number 9. Grass Kings, number 6. Flash 29, I got 30 somewhere. I can't find it. Green Lanterns 30. Green Arrow 29. And I bought these for $1, and I completed my I completed the miniseries. You remember back in the 90s, Marvel had that crossover with DC, Marvel vs. DC, that led into the Amalgam Comics.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a 4-part miniseries, and I got all 4 of them now. So all I gotta do is hunt down the other ones as far as the whatchamacallit. And I got some bad news, man. Bad news. Dadgum, I went Unknown Comics, and I think this might be a sign, but I ordered that version copy of Secret Empire number 10 with Captain America sitting in the chair, right?
Yeah.
Man, I normally get my books delivered over to my dad's, man. How about somebody stole it off the porch?
No.
Yup.
Damn.
So, if you're watching this show, I got some words for you, but I ain't gonna say them. Cause you don't collect comic books anyway, old jank ass. But anyway, it's all good.
It's gonna be fun as hell when they open it up and realize
they don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? They probably threw it in the trash, or buster.
oh my God. Yeah, you're gonna have to get you a P.O. box, man.
Got to, man. But see, normally things are safe over there, man, because I normally get stuff delivered over there because I don't really too much trust my environment.
I would say you should get them just delivered to that. Get them delivered to Larry.
And Larry, if it's okay with you, man,
Yeah, cool.
because that right there, it at one point in time it would have cut me like super deep. It cut me, but it didn't cut me as deep as it would have maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I would have probably went and started tracing looking for footprints and stuff out of the front yard.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you and those meddling kids.
Right. It had to be a kid, man, to see the package and pick it up, man.
Oh, that's all it was, man.
Yeah.
That's all it ever is.
So enjoy it. You don't even know who Del Alto is, punk, but it's all good.
All right, Larry.
Oh, all right. Like Matt said, I didn't get a chance to get my books this week because Will's sister was down, so I go through mine for last week. I start out with the big boy. Told the Awesome Hulk 22. Black Panther.
Hey, what are they? Hey, let me ask you a quick question. What are they calling that version of the Hulk?
in the on the in the book that Domino refers to him as Hope Vereen. She really does, but they call it Weapon H.
Preparation.
Hope Vereen, okay. Preparation H.
But yeah, I got the Marvel vs. Capcom cover for Black Panther.
Oh Lord, he really supporting that game.
Got the Barrett that Matt got. Black Panther. Storm on it. The regular cover.
They done got back together.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I hadn't read it yet.
The Nirvana couple.
Right, the rock and roll variant for X-Men Gold. Oh, no, that's
Nirvana, ain't
no,
it?
that's all New
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, actually. Yeah.
That smells like Teen Spirit. I mean,
Oh, snap. Now I buy that.
Now, here you go.
$4.
That's the rock and roll cover of the X-Men Gold.
I didn't even know they came out, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, Larry gets super exclusives.
The Guardians of the Galaxy, the Venomized cover. Spider-Man Deadpool, the Itsy Bitsy Venomized cover. Spider-Man, the Black Cat Venomized cover.
Larry getting Will cussed out.
So it's going. What's next? The Spider-Man Venomized Dolomite cover or something?
Captain Marvel vs. Capcom cover.
Dolomite
Captain
Venomized.
Marvel versus Chun-Li, one of my favorite. I like that cover there.
Dolomite versus Goldie Venomized cover.
Daredevil, Typhoid Mary Venomized cover.
Jesus. Now I like that right there. That looks pretty good.
The Champions, that's the Ultron Venomized cover.
That one dope. I like that one.
X-Men Gold, that's number 11 with Omega Red.
Omega Red.
Okay.
The X-Men Gold Venomized cover.
I can say
Omega
I got
Red. This is my favorite. The Astonishing X-Men with Magneto Venomized cover.
Y'all should have seen his face.
Yes, Lord.
When he picked that bad boy up. boy, I ain't seen Larry smile so hard in my life.
The Astonishing X-Men. That's a variant for number 3. This is the one X likes with Bishop with the S curl. Astonishing X-Men variant number 3.
That busted loose. That Silver Streak.
It's another Astonishing X-Men 3 variant cover. Back to Kirby days. And the regular Astonishing X-Men 3 cover. And that's it.
That's it. Xavier?
I'm good. I ain't getting nothing. I ain't make it back down there.
Okay.
But apparently I didn't waste no gas.
All right. Brockman Coleman.
I picked up a few things, man. Not too much. Picked up my
Rednecks.
Oh God, when did that come out? Today?
number 5. No, this one came out last week actually.
What?
Shit, I didn't even know about that. Pardon
Yeah.
my French. I've been doing well about not cussing.
You say that every show.
Infamous Iron Man, number 11. There's only one more issue left, and they're gonna end it off.
Yeah, they're actually talking about turning him loose again back into the.
Yeah,
That the one we thought it was Reed Richard.
Yeah, but it's actually Mephisto has come back in this one. I got my Black Panther, of course. Picked up my Punisher.
What is that Black Panther going for now, man?
Anywhere from like $15 to $20 now. Is what last time I looked online.
Beautiful rendition of Storm.
Got my Punisher, number 15. This is the one before they fixing to go. Well, there's one more, and then they fixing to go back to the old numbering on that, and that's when they have the what is it though? Where you got the Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
War Machine. They got that one coming. Yeah. War Machine. War Punisher is what they're gonna call it. I picked up a reprint of number 3 Redneck. which looked kind of creepy. So I picked it up.
That's the granddaddy.
I went back and got the Mr. Miracle.
Is that Fresh Frank?
Yep.
So let me ask y'all a question.
Good looking on that, man.
What's the allure behind that particular book?
It's been so long since he had a book.
You talking about Mr. Miracle?
Yeah, like that book is like it's like it's the value of it keeps going up. Like,
yeah,
wow.
I mean, I think that's the first Mr. Miracle series since the actual run of it.
Yeah, it's the first time in a long time.
And then I picked up the Art of Germ.
Oh, there you go.
Supergirl number 12.
Yeah.
Found it for pretty cheap. Paid like, I think, $6 for it. Somebody had it.
A word?
And that's all my. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. We're Fast and the Furious tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of the Comic Call Round Table Discussion. We appreciate you all. This is the pre-birthday bash for yours truly, who will be old as hell tomorrow. 36. So I will be celebrating my birthday tomorrow and enjoying myself. And I want to tell you all thank you for those who are watching, those who subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please, by all means, comment, tell us what we can work on. I love getting feedback. We all love getting feedback. And we really appreciate you taking that time to join us each time we do this show. Make sure you set your notifications so that way you'll know when we are live in October. So stay tuned. By then, we will have our synopsis on the walking. I think it's the walking track starting there. the new season of walking track.
It's gonna be better, man.
I mean, I hope so. And we'll also have on our final thoughts on the strain as that comes to a close this coming Sunday. Which this past week's episode should just be part of next week's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we will see what happens at the end next week. The strain, and I'm sure that Larry will give us his in-depth thoughts on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. As he'll be shelling out the cash to make sure that he has all the characters he needs to be successful.
Just for collection purposes now. Just for collection purposes.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for watching us again tonight. We appreciate you taking the time. For Antonio Coleman, Al Rainey, Larry, Xavier, and I want to say, Larry, thank you for allowing me to come out tonight because we had Hurricane Irma, so a tropical storm Irma came through this week, knocked out my internet. I've been without internet all week, but I will not complain because a lot of people do not have power. And want to send a special, special shout out to the people down in Florida who are recovering from that. We want to give Vince a shout out, who had to actually travel up from Florida, from Tampa, to here today and to get back. He just got back today.
Just to get caught up in it still and then have to drive back.
Right. So, everyone that's down in Florida that was affected by the hurricane, you are in our prayers. And for those also out in Houston, we hadn't forgot about you as well. So, with that, we want to tell you all thank you. Have a great night. We will see you next week.